Good afternoon. Welcome back to Health Professions Awards Week 2020. I'm Bob McLaughlin, Dean of the School of Health Professions for Baylor College of Medicine. Yesterday, we granted awards for significant contributions to our school and to the PA profession through visionary leadership, and to graduating students who represent the best in their professions. Today, our students recognize and honor faculty members for their excellence in teaching, and educators at the Michael E. DeBakey VA Medical Center announced the student to receive special recognition for knowledge and skills in psychiatry. Our first awards today go to faculty members of Baylor College of Medicine, whom our students selected as outstanding teachers, who are worthy of special recognition for their exceptional teaching efforts in the classroom and in the clinical arena. Each award is presented by a representative from the class that made the selection. Before we move to awards, let me mention that we can allow recipients to say a brief thank you if you will unmute yourselves to do so after your name is announced. The first three faculty award recipients were chosen for teaching excellence based on the didactic phase of instruction, as selected by students in next year's 2021 graduating classes in each program: nurse anesthesia, orthotics and prosthetics, and PA studies. These students recently completed the first year of their programs, the didactic basic science phase of in-class and online instruction. Each recipient will receive a plaque to commemorate our appreciation for their effort and teaching expertise for our students. The award recipient for teaching excellence, as chosen by the nurse anesthesia class of 2021, will be presented by Doug Massey. Doug?
Thank you for the introduction, Dr. McLaughlin. My name is Doug Massey. I'm the class president of the Doctor of Nursing Practice class of 2021. Dr. Langley has been one of our core faculty members since we started school almost 2 years ago. Since the first day, she has strived to make each of us the best certified registered nurse anesthetist that we can be. Dr. Langley was nominated for the Teaching Excellence Award by our class because she always goes above and beyond. From presenting innovative lecture materials and being a leader in high fidelity simulation to always being able to lend an ear. She has had a monumental impact on our education of the entire class. I would like to especially recognize Dr. Langley for her role in teaching the DNP students about peripheral nerve blockade, both in the classroom and the simulation laboratory. She instills the knowledge and skills that are requisite for success in the clinical setting. Thank you for everything, Dr. Langley, and congratulations on receiving the Teaching Excellence Award.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Massey, and congratulations, Dr. Langley. The award recipient for teaching excellence, as chosen by the orthotics and prosthetics class of 2021, will be presented by Stacia Iwook.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for letting me be here. Like Dr. Bob said, my name is Stacia Iwook, and I currently serve as the class president for the class of 2021's Orthotic and Prosthetics program here at Baylor. When we were tasked with nominating a faculty member who we felt went above and beyond in the classroom, we had quite the challenge on our hands because we truly feel that each of our faculty members is so passionate and so dedicated to our cohort. And it was honestly, it was very, very close. But when we took time to really evaluate what this award was symbolizing, it is an award that by definition, they are providing top quality classroom teaching. They're being accessible for individualized instruction, and they have other characteristics that make him or her worthy of an Excellence in Teaching Awards. So with that being said, I'd like to share a few quotes that some of our classmates have said about the faculty member that we nominated. This person is an amazing and selfless teacher who made every class they taught engaging and fun to learn. It is very clear how much they love teaching in the O&P field by how much time and effort they put into their lectures, labs, and exams. I've always felt comfortable to go to this professor with any questions or issues I have, knowing that I would receive educated, honest, and genuine guidance. Another student said that this professor has repeatedly dedicated themselves and their time to their students to assure that they achieve their personal and academic goals. They are knowledgeable and innovative teacher as well as clinician, and it's an honor to be able to learn under them. Another said that they always take time to create meaningful learning experiences for their students, especially as we transition to virtual learning amidst a pandemic. This ranges from their in-depth lecture slides to the visual aids they use to make sure that all their students understand the context that they're being taught. It's apparent that this professor puts in maximum effort to every lecture that they give, and all of their students benefit from it greatly. And last but not least, my favorite quote that we got regarding this professor is that they have some very cute dogs. So with no more to be added on regards to that, our orthotics and prosthetics program class of 2021 is so excited to nominate Sally DeBello for the Teaching Excellence Award this year.
Thank you, Stacia. That was great. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ms. Iwook and Professor DeBello. Sorry we didn't get a chance to see the dogs as well.
You just have to come to one of my lectures, Dr. Bob.
All right, I'll put that on my schedule. Thanks for the invite. The award recipient for teaching excellence as chosen by the PA class of 2021 will be presented by Nicole Ferrari. Is Nicole with us yet this afternoon? Perhaps not. Let's suggest we move on to other awards, and potentially we can come back to this award at a later time. If you all can let me know when she arrives. The second set of 3 faculty award recipients were chosen by the classes of 2020 who will graduate this Saturday. These faculty members represent excellence in teaching in the clinical phase of instruction as recognized by their students. The award recipient for teaching excellence in clinical instruction was chosen by the graduating nurse anesthesia class of 2020, will be presented by Maddie Pierce Hortenstein.
Hi, good to see all of y'all. My name is Maddie Pierce Hortenstein, as Dr. McLaughlin said, and I'm president of this Saturday's graduating class of the DNP program. Entering the clinical arena is an intimidating place, no matter how prepared one is, but any smile, nod of approval, or word of encouragement can make all the difference, such that even more learning can occur. So when our class was tasked to select a clinical instructor to win this award, the recipient came as no surprise. This CRNA embodies what we all strive to be: knowledgeable, skilled, caring, and kind. He was always there with words of support, a friendly smile, and he genuinely went out of his way to make an otherwise intimidating environment less intimidating. So without further ado, I present this year's award to Clinical Excellence to Michael Byers.
Thank you, Ms. Hortenstein, and congratulations to Dr. Byers. The award recipient for teaching excellence in clinical instruction, as chosen by the orthotics and prosthetics class of 2020, will be presented by Joshua Choi.
Hello, my name is Josh from OMP class of 2020, and we have nominated Brent White for the OMP Teaching Excellence Award. Brent initially started his career as a physical therapist, actually working at an orthopedics clinic, and got to work with a number of CPOs. And the way prosthetists directly impacted amputees' lives inspired him to go back to school to get training in prosthetics, which he did at Northwestern University. Since then, he's been working with a variety of amputee populations for over 15 years as a prosthetist. And thanks to Baylor's residency model, I've been fortunate enough to work with a number of preceptors in the past year and a half And I can say with confidence that Brent has made the biggest impact in elevating my clinical aptitude. From day one, he encouraged independent thinking and pushed me to come up with my own object-oriented treatment plans, which has really helped me to become my own clinician. And most importantly, he stepped in to assist translation of information I've learned at Baylor into practice when I needed it, and pointed me to literature and other experts when validating a new concept. His professionalism, organizational skills, and demeanor in patients were invaluable assets to model my own approach to patient care as well. Brent thoroughly deserves this award, and I want to thank him for his guidance for the past 7 months. He has really instilled values and knowledge necessary for me to really stand on my own feet in this field. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to help out with the program.
Thank you, Mr. Choi, and congratulations, Mr. White. I can't tell you how much we appreciate having residency preceptors who can provide such excellent training for our students. The award recipient for teaching excellence in clinical instruction, as chosen by the graduating PA class of 2020, will be presented by Sophia Carretero.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sophia Carretero, and I'm a student in the graduating class of 2020 for the PA program. So many students in our class were very lucky to have worked alongside Dr. Jenks in the Bentham emergency room, where he left a lasting impact through his thoughtfulness, attentiveness, and commitment to teaching students. He laid out clear expectations, got to know students, and specifically would have students identify something to work on during that particular shift. He then spent time throughout the shift, no matter how busy, going through differential diagnoses and plans, providing feedback, and making sure that everyone was involved as students, even during our first shift on clinical rotations. At the end of the shift, Dr. Jenks made it a point to evaluate each student he worked with and discuss what they had specifically wanted to work towards. He offered advice, gave feedback, and each of us who worked with him learned something from him. He is dedicated and committed to his role as a clinical teacher. He is so dedicated, in fact, that one time he even broke down the door to the Core C workroom because students and residents had been locked in there for quite some time. His commitment to teaching students has made a difference to our class and is something to be recognized. Although Dr. Jenks could not be in attendance today due to an ER shift, on behalf of the Physician Assistant Program class of 2020, we wanted to thank him and congratulate him on this deserving award.
Thank you, Ms. Carretero, and our congratulations to Dr. Jenks, even in his absence. I understand that Nicole Ferreri is here now, so let me introduce her to present the award for teaching excellence as chosen by the Physician Assistant class of 2021.
Hi, I'm so sorry that I am late to the meeting, but thank you so much. My name is Nicole Ferreri. I'm a second year PA student, and I am very excited to present this award. So our class has chosen to honor Professor DeSandro with the Teaching Excellence Award. As we reflect on an academic year completely altered by a global pandemic, Professor DeSandro is the standout candidate for a professor that maintained excellence in teaching throughout. When faced with the transition of hands-on class to fully online learning, Professor DeSandro managed it with patience, grace, and humor. The transition to online learning was not easy for anyone, but she always left us with a smile on our faces. Professor DeSandro made the best of the circumstances, never missing a beat when it came to our curriculum. Via bribing her children to act as patients so we could learn physical exam procedures, being available for after-hours help, and hosting and coordinating more small groups than I can count, she continued to provide the level of education that you expect out of a top 10 PA program, all while juggling a pandemic, homeschooling her kids, and a rigorous birding schedule. In addition, she was a constant source of encouragement and support, addressing all of our concerns and fears regarding learning during the pandemic. She reassured us of our growth and instilled in us the skills and confidence we needed to transition from our didactic years seamlessly into clinics, all while keeping us laughing. Our class would describe her as dedicated, compassionate, honest, amenable, and relentless in her pursuit of our learning. Finally, one quote from our class that stood out to me about Professor DeSandro was, "I hope to be like her when I grow up." So Professor DeSandro, thank you for exhibiting excellence in all that you do.
Thank you guys very much.
Well, thank you, Ms. Ferreira, and congratulations, Professor DeSandro. Dr. Ali Abbas-Asghar Ali, Associate Professor, Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences, and staff psychiatrist at the Michael E. DeBakey VA Medical Center, will present an award for the PA graduate who, in the opinion of the faculty of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences, demonstrated outstanding knowledge and skills in the practice of psychiatry. Presenting with him is Stephen Mullock, a PA as well, PA certified in psychiatry education at Michael E. DeBakey's Veterans Administrative Medical Center. Are either Dr. Ali or Mr. Mullock available yet?
Hey, this is Steven. I think Dr. Ali is trying to sign on right now.
I'm on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I was.
there we go.
Great. You missed your big introduction, Ali.
Oh, sorry. I heard it and I was on mute. So.
All right, great.
Okay, thank you.
Mic is yours.
All right, thanks. So thanks so much for allowing us to present. As Dr. McCullough said, that this is for a student who has been just excellent in psychiatry. And before Mr. Mullock does the presentation, I just wanted to give a brief introduction to the award. Two reasons that we wanted to have this award. One is because we just have amazing PA students who do an amazing job on psychiatry, and we wanted to acknowledge and really recognize their performance. And the other is to underscore psychiatry as a field and the importance that it plays in the development of our learners, but then also the delivery of healthcare in our system, and the importance that it has in the well-being of our community. So putting those together, we created this award. It is named after Dr. Hamilton, who was the previous mental health care line executive at the Houston VA, the Michael E. DeBakey VA. And he really helped put together a lot of the learning experiences. He coordinated the rotation as well as the didactics for our PA students, and got many of us interested and excited about PA education. So this award was named in its honor. This year, the recipient worked with Mr. Mullock, so I'm going to let him talk about the recipient. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Ali. So getting started here, recipient for this award, kind of with those considerations being made, would be Nayeli DeBolt. So Nayeli, I'm going to embarrass you here for a minute and sing your praises for everybody. And when Nayeli came to my rotation, as anybody who can tell you who spent time with me in the facility before the pandemic necessitated telemedicine getting started more frequently in mental health, was sort of back to back, profoundly busy, always a lot of different moving parts. And one of the strong indicators that Nayeli gave me when she came on is that she was ready to meet that challenge, and meet it she did. I think reflecting on her time with me, there was a strong drive to improve. There was absolutely no ego investment in her wanting to get better in developing not just interview skills in mental health, but just being able to kind of work through the grind and tease out those pieces of the interview that you need for an accurate diagnosis, more importantly, accurate prescribing. She certainly impressed me with that, and just sort of a relentlessness, and someone that doesn't give up, and someone that consistently stands back up when they face challenges and maybe even setbacks is my criteria, certainly at the top for anyone who wants to be recognized for excellence. I'm going to define it. That's what it is for me. I certainly want to congratulate Nayeli. I don't believe she is going into mental health as the tract, but I hope the experience was good, and certainly a well-earned award, a well-deserving student. Congratulations, Nayeli.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your dedication to teaching us PA students and everything that you all do for us.
Absolutely.
We're extremely pleased about the awards presentations today. And thank you, Dr. Lee and Mr. Mullock, for making this presentation and underscoring the importance of psychiatry. And congratulations to Ms. DeBolt, and whether or not she's going into a mental health profession, all of her patients and all of the patients who will be treated by our graduating PAs will rely upon the psychiatry training that they've had in all of their healthcare provision from this point forward. So we appreciate your contributions in that regard. Our records show that as with the Oscar Awards, we may have had an error in a presentation of the award earlier, which we will rectify. But I think we're going to do that offline just to be certain that we have things correct. So we will post and mention in our awards ceremony later this week any correction to an award in addition of another faculty member who's being recognized for excellence in teaching. And otherwise, this concludes our presentation of the awards for today. And tomorrow, Wednesday, December 2, is the J. David Holcomb Health Professions Student Research Day. We hope you'll join us on Thursday when we announce the recipients of the poster competition as determined by a competitive judging process. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again later in the week. Bye.